Now I'm gonna go sign in. Oh, it says we're live on YouTube as well. Cool. And then I'll go sign in here.
Hey, we outranked what's her name? Spam face.
And then I just need to change the name of the one, right?
I would.
Alright, I'm gonna stop share just for a second. So
You said the speeds over there are like really high.
yeah, they're pretty big.
Oh, okay. So like the latency would probably be good, but the delay is.
I'm happy to do the dishes.
I'm a co-host too now. Alright, cool. Yeah, it looks like I think we got it, and then I just let me turn that one on for a
My
second.
mom and I kind of do that too, I guess. I'm kind of useless right now. Things you want to get done.
All right. I think that's it, dude. I think now if we just share the, actually I can just do it from my computer, right? So if this is gonna be in,
It's like a jacuzzi. Yeah, have you used it yet?
oh, it's from OBS. Everything is recording right now onto OBS on YouTube. Just so you know, we can't mute that.
Okay.
So like the water and all the sounds and everything.
Well, can you mute OBS?
I don't know. What's happening, everybody? We are going live in about 14 minutes. I hope you're ready. 14 minutes. We're going to kick this thing off hard. Woo! Post your wins in the chat roll. Post your wins in the chat roll.
Ain't nobody coming home today. Ain't nobody leaving here tonight. I can hear the thunder, can you feel the bass? Bounce, shake, like an earthquake. Bounce, shake, come and let me ride the wave. Bounce, shake, bounce, shake, bounce, shake. Thunder, can you feel the bass? Fuck it up like an earthquake. Fuck it up like an earthquake.
I just figured out it's gonna be stretched a little bit. What's happening, guys? We're about to get ready in 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Train or Die, episode 129 is gonna go live. What's up, Kristen Louise is in the house. Look at her pretty face. Yeah. Ow.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
Something you're missing that I can't explain. And this package you bought is too bad you're to claim. Watch me watch me
And you know what that means when the music turns off. We're about to go live at Train or Die. I just need to turn my music down really quick on my other computer. Guys, please bring your screens online. We're going to hit the record button right here. Bang. And guess what? We're live! It's episode number 129! And we're streaming all over the place. We're live from Louisiana, coming at you really hardcore. I hope you guys are ready for an amazing show tonight. We got so much stuff lined up. I'm here. Check this out, guys. We're streaming live on Twitch right now. There's already over 50 people watching our stream. It's insane. I can't even believe it. I'm so excited to be here tonight. There are people from all over internet land. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. Let's go to the panel for some wins. We're going to start right off with Mr. Co-host, Mr. Chris Baden.
What's up, digital geniuses? Happy Wednesday. Hope your week is off to a great start. If not, you're in the right place. Train or Die. It's going to be a fun episode tonight because we've got a solid, stacked Golden Belt championship that's about to take place, and the Copying Awesomes is very, very long. If you haven't shared your wins already, please do so in the chat. I saw somebody that was on extra early Copying Awesome for Chelsea. Shout out for her. And then Chadwick said he's got more than 50 likes on his business page. So congrats for getting started there. And I'll send it over to Will.
Oh, you got me off guard. We're super pumped to be here again. Kind of wait to get and dive into the Golden Belt. You know, honestly, tonight, really excited for tonight. And our wins of the week are.
We've been still working on our ebook, so that's a big win. We've been talking about making some revisions to the new family webinars, so we're just kind of prepping for that, and then we're going to look at re-recording. What else?
Well, with that being said, we've just been doing a lot of funnel hacking this week, which we love to do to dive in. So with that being said, we'll pass it on to Brittany.
Hey guys, so my wins, my two biggest ones probably are making the testimonial quote cards for the community. All the awesome community members are sharing their experiences, which is amazing. And I reframed one of my story ads and made it better than ever. So I'm super excited to use it. Next is Cheyenne.
Hey guys, what's up? So my win is successfully getting to Louisiana. I'm sitting here with Sean and Mel, so woo! And like Sean said, we're streaming from Louisiana, so it's super fun to just be able to get in a car and drive. Like just 2 days ago, I texted them. I was like, "Hey, do these dates work?" And they were like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, here I come." So it's cool to be able just to actually live like a laptop lifestyle. I know we're all working towards different things, so that's a big win. Challenge funnel, working on all that stuff today. That's a big win too. Yeah, those are my wins. Kristen, what about you?
Hey, thanks, girl. My big win for this week, my team did an amazing ad. Shout out Team Lit. We are having a webinar in a week, and it's called Talk Nerdy with Us. It's all about budgeting and how you can save money for your business. We dressed up like nerds. It's so good. I can't wait. I'm going to post it in the group for you guys. So that's my big win. I love working with creative people. I'm so excited to be here tonight. Ritz, you're up.
What's up, guys? Wins. Ads are killing it right now. Just got introduced a new partner to the page, so that's fantastic. I got some really good stuff going for you tonight. I'm super excited. Thanks for having me on the panel again, you guys. This is awesome. Next up, Aaron Markowski.
What's up, what's up? Oh my god, my win is that I get to be on the panel with Kristen and Rids right now. This is killer. I would say win for the week is just getting ready for Bali. I leave for Bali on Saturday. I'm not going to be back in Vegas until April 26th now. So I'm going to be gone for like a month and a half. So it's like tax stuff needs to get handled. Like I'm getting my dog's food in advance so my roommate can take care of him. Like there's so many things that I have to do just prepare for before I leave. So that is my biggest one, is just getting ready. It's so soon. The next time I'm on Train or Die, I'm going to be on the other side of the planet. I'm so excited. So that is my win. Has everybody gone so far?
We haven't heard from. Yeah, we have a ton of wins, but I don't think Brittany's gone yet. Pretty Brit.
Let's hear it.
Did you go? Oh my gosh, I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to run all the tech. I don't know. I'm trying to run all the tech. Me and Chris are going crazy over here trying to run all this tech. I don't even know what's happening. But Brittany, I'm sorry, Mr. Wins, but that's awesome, guys. I don't know what to do with my hands right now. It's crazy. Post your wins in the chat roll. Oh my gosh, look who just decided to pop on all the way. Old Greg in the house and Ashley. Love you guys. How are you? Did y'all just wake up?
We're doing great. I don't know how the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Being holds up.
Well.
So yeah, we're in
News
Vietnam now.
We're in
so
Vietnam.
Look at that. We got all the stars are in the house tonight. I'm super excited to be hosting this episode. We are well over 100 in attendance. We have over 50 people on Twitch watching us right now, which blows my mind. But that's awesome. Welcome to the party, guys, on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever else you're watching right now. That's awesome. Guys, we have one heck of a show in store for you. Don't forget to answer that poll and keep writing those wins in the chat line. In the chat roll, we see. Let's see. Joe says, my win. I just posted my ad a few days ago and has 3 leads already. Congratulations. That's amazing. Jay Lee says she got to wear flip-flops today. That's cool, I guess, in Texas. It's always hot there, right? And she also says, I think I feel my collarbone. That's good. She didn't know she had those. Fantastic. Guys, keep writing your wins in the chat roll. We're going to keep it up. Guess what time it is, Chris? Do you know what time it is?
It's game time, Sean.
It's not quite game time yet, but it's almost cool. It's almost game time. Guys, it's time to rip the Caught Being Awesomes. We have a huge list. I'm going to blast through about half of them. I'm like Chris blast through the other half, so I'm going to start. First and foremost, Diana Watt gets a Caught Being Awesome for keeping her head high and persevering through setbacks. Way to go, girl. That's awesome. Kristen Louise, who's on the panel tonight, also gets a Caught Being Awesome. You know why? Because she's been contributing above and beyond to the community with her specialized set of skills. And guys, let me tell you something. This young lady knows her business, knows her stuff, gets it done 100%. I'm so excited to have her tonight because she's going to share some wickedly good content for you, so stay tuned for that. Cheyenne, Aaron, and Ashley, again, all on the panel, superstars. for helping with the development of the challenge funnel. Guys, that thing is moving ahead at light speed. I hope you're ready for that. It's going to kick so much ass. It's going to need to go see a foot doctor, or they call it the podiatrist. Right, Wes? What's up? Let's see. Matthew Stiegelman, I hope I got it right, for posting his first go live to the DGL group page. Dude, you killed it. Thank you for doing that. Way to go, man. Also, Brian Looters, he posted his first day of their new journey on the group page, the DGL page. Super excited about that. Courtney Way found her first buyer. She gets a copy and awesome for that. Rowena Kempton for posting her new swag. She just got some DGL swag on and posted it all over the page. Super excited for that. We got 2 birthdays in the house, so that's always a copy and awesome. That goes to Shea Jensen and Nick Inaz. Chris, over to you, man.
Yes. All right. Next up, we've got Crystal. You said it for hitting 4A. So that's exciting. Woo! And then Brittany Giles for building marketable testimonials to members in DGL Real Talk group. So huge copying us for you, Brittany. She's on the panel with us tonight. Abigail is up next for posting a sweet poll in the DGL page about your vibes. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. Chad for posting an awesome intro video. Jenna for posting pics of herself with her new product she purchased. Scientist. Every lab needs a scientist, and they get a copying awesome because the questions that they're answering, they provide support day in, day out. So if you guys are new and you're just checking us out, or you have, like, tell your team that is a resource that you can go to. And like when you might feel like, oh, well, they're never going to see my question because it keeps going in the newsfeed. Not the case. It actually goes into a nice little spawn to it. So be sure to use that. Copying awesome for scientists for knocking out that. And VIPs get a copying awesome for being VIP. If you haven't received your VIP package yet, it should be there very, very soon. So be excited. And those, Sean, are some copying awesomes. Back to you.
Wow, that's a lot of copying awesomes, right? That's insane. All right, check this out, guys. I got my voice back. That's my #1 win. I wanted to announce that, so I got it back. I don't know where it went, but it's been gone. It might have jumped into the bayou for a drink or sort of swim or something, but it's back now. I'm excited so I can keep yapping at you. All right, check this out. This week's Genius of the Week. So excited for these 2 folks. Will and Paige Douglas. They killed the question gauntlet on Friday. Was amazing. They're looking all sharp and spiffy. Will got his hair did tonight. Super excited for you doing that, bro. And it is time to play Pick a Number panelists, and they are the special guests of the week. So here's how the game goes. All right? We're going to have them choose a number. All right, let's do this. Chris, what's the numbers? Let's get some whack numbers out there, man. Are you there?
You're cutting out for a little bit there, Sean.
We kind of lost you for a little bit, but we're going to pick a number between 1 and 1,000, I think is what you want.
No, not 1 and 1,000. We're going to do like 833 to 200,000. Whew.
Okay.
So any number between 833 and 200,000. Write the number in the chat roll. The closest number that Will and Paige select. All right, well, they're going to choose a number, and then that number gets to be pulled out on the panel. So if you want to be on the panel tonight, start guessing. Start guessing. Oh, there's numbers coming in all over the place. You got 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Those were long seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Every little bit that they can. 1 and 0.
Ooh. Will Paige, who is it?
I have no idea.
So I think it went pretty quick, but 3,333 is our number. I think Joseph Neal is the winner with 2,105, I think is the closest.
Woo! Joe Neal coming out on the panel. Chris, you got him?
Yes, I will. Joe Neal. All right, I'm coming for you.
All right, Joe Neal, you're going to be out on the panel tonight. I hope you're excited. This is going to be a fun show, guys. We are about to get into it with Mr. Joseph Neal. The pick your number panelists, for those of you eyes on watching on internet land, here's how it goes. All the panelists get to zing him with all sorts of different kinds of crazy questions. So, my first question is, what's up, Joe, and how long have you been growing that kick-ass beard? Wait for it. Wait for it. You there? Say something, man. Chickity check.
He's checking emails right now.
Oh, is he checking emails? I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's got his headphones in. Hang on. Say something, big man. You there?
Got this, Joe. We believe in
Try taking your headphones out. Sometimes that messes with like the audio.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Oh no. Yeah, on the bottom left, Joe, there should be like audio settings. That should say join with computer audio or something.
Everybody's
Dude, man.
everybody's been through it, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
Yeah, we'll keep going for a minute though. Let's see. Oh no, you got this. Chadwick's cheering you on. You got Joe. You got this. Dara, everyone's cheering you on, man. Like, let's see if you can figure it out. No, dang it. Dang it.
All right, that leaves only one option. So we have to do sign language.
Sign language.
Yeah, and/or interpretive answers.
Okay, how do we play, Chris? You lead the way, man.
Oh, right. Oh, my ideas sometimes. Dang it. Okay. Your first question is, how long have you been growing that kick-ass beard?
Less than 5 years. Give me a thumbs up. Oh, now he's not even listening.
Oh, he can't hear us either. He really is checking his email.
Oh, he must be.
All right.
Yes! Yes! What is up, dude? How are you, Joe?
I'm a lot better now that I can hear everybody.
We've been making fun of you the whole time. Don't worry about it, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Well, all right, so pick a number of panelists. Here's how the game works. Guys, this is what happens when you're live. Sometimes you have little tech glitches, but Joe, good, congratulations. That's a huge win for you to be tonight on the panel. The first question is, how long have you been growing that kick-ass beard?
I've been doing it for about a year and a half.
Woo! How long are you going to grow it for?
I don't know. Probably quite some time.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we're gonna throw it around. Hot potato. Coming to Kristen Louise. What's your question for Mr. Joe?
I'm coming in hot. I'm first. Okay, so Joe, let's get down and dirty here.
Okay.
So Joe, this is a family show. We're gonna keep it PG. Why did you start? What made you? What was your tipping point? Line in the sand. Why did you want to become an online entrepreneur? And why did you pick PG? I'll go. It's 2 questions. I don't care.
Well, I wanted to be an online entrepreneur. I said that badly, but anyway.
We got it.
I wanted to do that just because I wanted to be able to enjoy life with my wife. That was fun. But we both came together and realized that we wanted to make changes in our life, in our lifestyle, doing different things. And so I started doing research and looked, and then I found a post. It was a video. Actually, it was Ashley's video. And heard her talking, but it was the background. She was behind her. It just like locked me in. I was like, that's exactly where I want to be at. So I was hooked, and then I did more research because my wife wasn't completely keen on it. And after trying to think about maybe I could do it on myself, I realized that there's no unearthly way, and realized after bringing the information to my wife, she was like, okay, yeah, you're right. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm doing it.
Well, dude, I am so excited. That was an amazing answer, by the way. You Cheyenne's throwing, dude, you got rhymes. Wife with life, life with wife. That's awesome. So I don't know if you write music, but you could. That'd be sweet. Let's go over to the genius of the week. Paige and Will Douglas get to ask Mr. Joe a question.
Oh, he's too busy listening to his awesome answer last time. I didn't even think of a question. So let's go with what is your biggest fear?
Ooh.
Not making it or not being able to provide in any way. So, I mean, that's money, that's not being able to take care of things when I need to. So I guess that would be probably one of my biggest fears.
That's a stellar answer. Let's go all the way across the universe to Vietnam. Ashley, are you out there? Do you have a question for Mr. Joe Neal?
Hey, Joe. What's the, again, remember, like Kristen said, we're keeping this PG, but what's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Ooh.
I've ridden a bull.
Nice.
I've ridden 2. One was 2 seconds, the other one was 4.
Dude, You are certified badass material, bro. Like, that is amazing. I love it. I've written a book. Like, wow, who answers that way? That's insane. Let's go to Mr. Ridge Richardson. Ridge is in the house. What's up, Ridge?
Yo, what's up? Yo, Joseph, man, nice to meet you, dog. How long have you been married?
I've been married for 5.5 years.
5?
5 years.
Oh, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Next, Brittany.
All right. I love asking this question to people. If money was not an object for you, what would you do?
Ooh.
Oh, my word. That's a very weighted question. That's crazy. I would say after paying for like everything that I need to pay off and pay for, first thing I would go and probably buy trust funds for my sister, my little sister. She's about 8 years old. So I'd probably put money in that for her, and then probably take my family on vacation for like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Awesome.
Dude.
Awesome to be others oriented.
Look at that. You got Kristen almost in tears already over your answers, dude. Like, you're just getting it done, son. That's what I love to hear, man. It's been awesome having you on the panel so far. Let's go to Miss Shiny Cheyenne.
Hey, Joe. What's up? Okay, so you were talking about how you liked Ashley's video. So if you could travel to one place in the world, where would that be?
Place. I guess Ireland.
All right, why? To drink whiskey? To drink some whiskey? Or, like, why would you go there? Guinness, maybe.
Guinness for sure. I'm definitely a dark beer person for all intents and purposes. But probably because some of my heritage, for definite. And then I love Ireland, always have. So probably just to see it and to be there.
That's it. And last but not least, the other unicorn, Miss Erin. Horns up, bow down. That's what I'm talking about, girl. What is your question?
Oh, am I the last one? Because we're going to end this deep, guys. All right, I got a question. Joseph, I ride bulls and have an awesome beard meal. When you leave this earth, what do you want to be remembered by?
Ooh.
That's a fire question, Aaron. I gotta jump in. That's a fire question. I see Joe's ticking, talking right now. He's trying to come up with that answer. That's a good one. I don't even think I could answer that, to be honest. Like, I don't know, man. What are you thinking, Joe?
So what would I be known for and be left with? I would say to be remembered and asked if he had passion and if he did what he loved. And so I want to be made sure that, yeah, if I could pass it on to others, that'd be great.
Dude, A+, bro. You aced the gauntlet. Well, we're going to call this the panelist gauntlet because that was insane. You're getting drilled from all different places. That was cool, even across all the entire world. Guys in the chat roll, here's the thing. You got one more question coming out of the chat roll. The first question that pops in, Joe has to answer. We're going to stop it at any time. But here's the way we're going to move forward. So wait for that question to come in here. Man, I just love everybody that's on the panel tonight. This is an awesome night so far. Guys, it is time to dive into the Golden Series Championship. The winner of this gets to wear the digital golden belt for the next week, and we have it stacked up for you tonight. And we're going to kick it off really hard with a young lady who just turned 21. And this girl is going to come out and share a little bit more about the power of plugging in and how valuable it can actually be to you in your life and why it works that way. So Cheyenne, if you could, take it away.
Woo! All right, the power of plugging in. I recently did a video about this, and it's my best performing value video right now, so I'm super excited to go over this. All right, so in the chat right now, write your favorite teacher's name that you had in grade school. So is it your first grade teacher? Is it your coach? Is it your PE coach? Anyone. So the person in your life that was your absolute favorite teacher, and just think about remembering them. Like, What was their name? What grade did they teach you in? Like, how did they have an impact on your life? Like, look at all these answers coming in. Miss Wellington, Miss Schumacher, Miss Harming, Mr. Herman. Hey, my teacher's Mr. Herman too that I think of. That's funny. Mr. Smith, 5th grade. I'm getting all these great answers. Okay, so right away, all of you guys knew exactly who came to mind, right? So when we were a kid, we had teachers. Maybe some of you guys had coaches. If you had an athletic coach, you can write that in the chat as well. But our teachers were there to mentor us. At the time, we didn't know that because we were just going to school and learning all the things that they had to teach us, right? Because that's just how our society is set up. But when we graduate school, we don't have sports coaches anymore. We're kind of like thrown out into life. Like, okay, who's my coach now? Who's teaching me now? How am I still exceeding? And a lot of people, you know, they never do anything. Like, they graduate school and they love it. Or they are done with their athletics and they love it. And I was at a point in my life like that. I was done with school, I was done with athletics, and I was like, holy crap, like, what do I do now? And my answer is sitting right in front of me, like Digital Genius Lab, of course, but I didn't know the power of having a coach and having a mentor and having a team of amazing people like you guys. I had no idea what that meant. So I just wanted you guys to visualize like your teachers and coaches really quick. And then I'm going to go over the reasons why you want to have a coach, right? Because we're all here for different reasons. We all have a different why. So now that you're thinking of your teacher or your coach or one of your mentors in your life, it could be a family member, think about why you're here. So in the chat, we all should be so stellar at this, right? Your why. Why are you here? Why you guys are doing that. I'm going to go over the 2 reasons that I learned kind of last week in Funnel Hacking Live, and the 2 reasons why you need a coach or mentor. And the first one is to maximize your potential, okay? So we all have a dream, we all have a goal. You guys are all writing your whys in the chat right now. If you don't know what your why is why you're here right now. So why are you building an online business? Are you helping others? Are you traveling? What is your why? Why are you here on earth? What is your purpose, you know? So think about that. Like I said, the first one is maximize your potential. And with that being said, we all, like I said, we all have these different goals and things that we want, but it's like, how do I get there? And for, like, in the United States, we have our 9-to-5s and all that good stuff, but is that really going to get us where we want to go? For some people, yes, and it's really fulfilling, but for others, it's like, okay, I don't actually know what I'm doing here, and I feel stuck in a cycle, right? So that's the first one, maximizing your potential. So what is your potential? What is your why? And how do you get where you need to be? Well, you get plugged in to a community like this, you find a coach, you find a mentor. I remember about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, when I wasn't even a panelist yet, like I didn't have the honor to talk to you guys and do this kind of stuff, I was hearing from other people on the panel, and something that stood out to me that a girl was saying was how powerful it was to have someone that she could look up to. And in this business, the way it's structured, we have sponsors, we have coaches, we have uplines, downlines, all these different things, and to be honest with you, those things are great and they're all technical and businessy, but it's really important to just find someone that you resonate with and follow them and learn from them and have them be your mentor. It could be me and you've never worked with me a day in your life. Will and Paige Douglas, they're not in my business in any way, shape, or form, but a couple weeks ago they asked to Zoom with me. And I was like, of course I will, you know? So just know that just because certain things are situated in different ways in our business, there's no reason why you can't have a different coach or a different mentor in the business. So if you resonate with someone, you love someone, you love what they're doing and they're passionate about, like follow them and study what they're doing, right? Study what they're doing. Don't copy what they're doing because that is illegal and no one likes copycat. But resonate with them and kind of twist up their stuff and use what they're doing. Okay, so that's number 1, maximize your potential. And then number 2 is accomplishing your dreams and goals faster. So raise your hand if you have a dream or goal. Yeah, I hope we all do. Cool. So we all have dreams, we all have goals in different ways that we want to accomplish them. But in reality, there's easier and faster ways to get to your dreams and goals. And we all know that by doing that, there's 2 concepts that I want to talk about with this. It's getting a coach and a mentor and staying plugged in, because that's my theme for tonight. But time versus money. I learned this last week at Funnel Hacking Live, and I just want to bring it back to you guys because I think it's a topic that we all know, but we don't sit down and talk about it and think about it. So with time, right? Time is it expired 2 seconds ago. We are never going to get that moment back. It's gone, right? And that's scary as hell if you ask me. Like, oh my gosh, time is flying by. One day I'm going to be 80 years old, and I hope that I look back on my life and think I lived the best life. I hit all my goals, all my bucket list items are checked off. And if you're not thinking like that, if time doesn't scare the blanking out of you, if it doesn't scare you so much, like, what are you doing here? You have goals and you have aspirations. You have all these things that you want to accomplish. And how do you do that, right? Well, my answer, the answer that I came up with after listening to all the speakers at Funnel Hacking Live and kind of just picking my brain with the community that we have, is getting a coach and mentor and investing in yourself with like money, right? You can either invest time sitting there and doing tasks all the time, or you can like use money to get you somewhere faster, right? So we all invested in Digital Genius Lab. We all paid for Digital Genius Lab to train us, right? We have coaches, we have all these different things that are getting us to our goals and dreams faster. So I just want to recap the 2 points really quick. So 1, maximize your potential, and then 2, we're accomplishing our dreams and goals faster by getting plugged in, staying plugged in. How many of us have fell off for just like a week, maybe a day? Like, I know, guys, but not last fall, but the fall before that, Erin didn't even hear from me for like a month and a half, and she's like, yo, Cheyenne, what the heck are you doing? Like, get your life together. You are starting an online business. So like, we have coaches and we have mentors for a reason, and we're all so passionate about helping you guys do that. So just keep that in the back of your head. And last thing, I'm gonna rant really quick because you guys have no idea how easy we have it as digital geniuses. Like, Erin and I spent the last week at Funnel Hacking Live, and we watched people build an entire empire. And we have Sean and Melissa and Chris and Jaylee and all these amazing people orchestrating things behind the scenes. So the power of staying plugged in and knowing, like, they're not stopping. I've been with them for a day. We've been sitting on our laptops cranking out stuff for you guys all the time. So just remember, like, how amazing it is that you have this community, you have all of these things. Because if you remember, like, think about when you didn't have that. Remember, like, go back to your 9 to 5, or go back to when you had to, you know, send your kids off to daycare and pick them up and all that stuff. Like, remember how hard that was and all the problems that you had. Like, you have everything at your fingertips right now. So being able to stay plugged in, we have trainings like this, we have the whole community, we have Cranium Corner, we have all of these systems set up for you guys. So just remember, like, how lucky we have it, because I'm so grateful to be, like, surrounded by you guys all the time. So that's like my rant and motivational spiel for staying plugged in. But if you're a coach or a mentor or something like that and your team's having some issues, maybe you can throw some of that motivational stuff at them. But those are my 2 reasons, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, that was awesome, Cheyenne. Guys, if that was fire, right, fire in the chat roll, because I know it was for sure. That was awesome. Let's go to the Genius of the Week and get a little bit of feedback on the power of plugging in. What was your guys' feedback? Will and Paige, Geniuses of the Week.
Oh, so much. But definitely resonated with dropping off. We haven't done it so much recently because we've got our bleep together. But yeah, in the community here, I mean, the fact that Cheyenne took time to come and spend time with us, I mean, she doesn't have to do that, but that's the kind of people that are here. And the fact that sometimes we forget that there's this amazing support within DGL, you know, it's actually quite shocking that we do forget that sometimes, because everyone here is amazing. We all have the same goals, we all have the same desires, and yeah, we've been guilty of it too, dropping off, and it doesn't do you any good at all, none. And we've really been trying to hold ourselves accountable to just making sure that we don't drift away, because you can do things in your life and put things in place to make sure you don't, and we've got them in place and we haven't unplugged for months, and I know we love it here. We just can't get enough of it. So.
Will and I had a really kind of tough go about this time last year, and the best thing for me, and I think probably for Will as well, was staying connected with the community. All of you guys just helped, you know, you made me feel lifted up and know that I can keep moving forward. So thank you to everybody in the community, because you guys are huge to us.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for those kind words, guys. Check this out. We have something so special for you. This next young lady that's about to present, she is Facebook certified. Now, there's not too many of them out there. but we found one. We found a diamond in the rough. This young lady has her act together. You want to talk about somebody who's plugged in? She has her own agency. She has her own team of dynamos who are just crushing the game. And I'm so excited to have her drop some wisdom nuggets right on your forehead. Get ready for this, because Kristen Louise is going to come out and share. Remember that game, Red Light, Green Light, used to play back in the day? Like red light, stop, green light, go, red light, stop, green light, go? What if you knew the red lights and the green lights of Facebook? Well, Kristen knows them, and she's going to come out and share those with us. So, Kristen Louise, thank you so much for being here. Take it away.
Hey, thank you. That was a really nice introduction. And I like that you keep calling me young. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. He's like young lady, and I just don't feel young anymore. So thanks for that. But I thought, first of all, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be real straight and raw. I thought I was supposed to present for 20 to 30 minutes. And so I put together way more than I needed to. And then I finally had the foresight to message Sean this morning. I'm like, hey, by the way, like, what was the range? And he's like, yeah, 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, ooh, good thing I asked. Good thing I asked. So we're boiling it down. Lots of things that I want to share with you guys. Most importantly, I think when you get asked to do something like this, it is everybody's first instinct to research. I am a research professional. I research. I have so many things. I have so many tabs open. My mind is crazy like everybody else's, I'm sure. So my first instinct was to research, find an article that I somewhat resonated with, and recite it back to you guys as my own. And I think that is easy to do in this industry. We as digital marketers, as human beings, are programmed to go look at something that we find that we resonate with, tweak it maybe slightly, and then take it as wrong. So what I first did was print out this awesome article that I was just going to kind of prop up and read to you guys and give you a little fire tonight. But that's not, that's not what we're doing today. So the article's not happening tonight. Tonight it's going to come from my heart, because here's the deal with Facebook, guys. It doesn't really matter if I'm certified or not. It doesn't matter if you're certified or not. I may have some golden nuggets, and I am starting a series on the VGL page. So if you guys have been in the group, you might have seen me go live earlier where I did a little 30 minutes on Kristen. It's a little trip down Kristen Lane. So if you're interested in why I am the way I am, and it's scary up here, guys. But if you're interested in that, you can go to the VGL page, and you can see my go live from earlier this week where I talk all about the last 10 years of my life. I've been in the online game for 10 years. I've absolutely loved it, but it is excruciatingly difficult, okay? Being a solopreneur, starting my own digital marketing agency, not having a community to plug into, it was not legit. It was not what I wanted. And so I decided I wanted residual income in my life, which is what we offer here. If anybody doesn't know that you're watching out there in the cyberspace, we offer residual income, we offer an amazing community, and we offer trainings just like this one. I have never seen, truly, I've never seen a training. I was in another online opportunity. Well, I was in right prior to this, okay? But I was in other online opportunities. And I have never seen a community that comes together on a Wednesday night like this and has the fire that comes out of here. And I'm not just saying it as a panelist tonight. I don't even feel like I am even on the level of some of the people I've seen in past weeks. So guys, know that this is so valuable. If you're not in this community, guys, like, this is what's up. I am certified. It doesn't really matter that I'm certified. I am going to give you some nuggets, but that was 2 minutes of my 10 minutes that I was allotted, and that's that important. It came first, okay? So I want to start there, but my name is Kristen. I'm from Missouri. I'm a huge Mizzou fan. You can read all about me, hear about me in the Digital Genius Labs group. What I want to talk to you guys about tonight is basically 3 things. And Facebook does a feasibility study, and drop in the chat if anybody knows what a feasibility study is. Somebody define that for me. If you don't, I'm going to go ahead and tell you real quick. So a feasibility study basically means every year Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar business, okay? Facebook is not just a place to hang out, all right? And what Facebook does every year, and they send it to the certified marketing experts, is they say, hey, community, hey, Facebook, we want to know if you're a power user of Facebook, if you're spending X amount of hours, we want this survey back from you. We want to know how the community can better serve you. So one thing that I want us to get our minds into as digital marketers, and this is super important. This is probably the number one thing. I'm just going to drop this like it's hot real quick. It's probably the number one thing that I see in my team when my downline comes on and I'm onboarding them. They're not thinking like we are a blip on the radar of Facebook. They're thinking like they own Facebook. I don't care if you guys throw $5 a day at ads for the next 50 years of your life. I don't care. Facebook does not care. Okay, we are a blip. We have to respect the community of Facebook. and they are a multi-billion-dollar business. Billions of people are on Facebook every single day. It is the number 2 most used thing in the internet space to Google. Okay, so let's all just take ourselves down a notch, all right, with our $5 ad spends. Oh, Facebook, don't you dare shut me down. They will shut you down in a moment's notice, okay? They do not give any craps, okay? So let's all just take it for a second and let's say, hey, we have a powerful message to share. We're part of a huge community that has an amazingly low ad spend, guys. I can tell you, I've done the research, I've been certified, I've seen the metrics. I can tell you guys, Facebook is the place for the lowest ad spend. Facebook ads have been trending up over the last 4 years. This is true, okay? The Facebook landscape has changed. Video ads are now super, super important. I'm not going to BS you guys and tell you that they're not. If you're only running story ads, you're not running video ads, that is a huge tip for 2019. If you're not already, and we've been talking about this in the community, this isn't new, this isn't something that Kristen just found. So if you're not comfortable on video, do a go live and boost it if you have to, if you don't feel comfortable placing it. You know, we have all kinds of amazing training. Reach out to somebody like Cheyenne was talking about. You know, Will and Paige reached out to Cheyenne, mastermind with somebody, watch the retargeting videos, get involved. If you haven't gotten through module 6, why haven't you gotten through module 6 in the back office? I hear so many people drop off between like 3 and 4. Get all the way through the back office training. You know, take this by the horns because this training is amazing. So I know I'm on a soapbox here, but like the number one thing I literally hear from people when they come onto my team or they come in my inbox and they're like, hey, I hear you're Facebook certified. Ads just don't work for me. They are not keeping in mind. If you guys can just like literally go to bed every night, like if you guys meditate before you go to bed, I love meditating. If you guys can just keep this in the back of your mind every single night, not what can Facebook do for you? What can you do for Facebook? Okay, Facebook is a community, and if you lead with value and you have integrity on your page, that all starts with your personal brand. You have to build trust with an audience, okay? I can say this with such certainty. I'm going to be posting so many resources in the DGL group over the next month. I'm going to have a tip every single day, like a metric tip based on statistics that I get from Facebook, current statistics that are done right now. I'm going to have those every single day. But the one thing I want you guys to know is every single time that you post, you have to think about your personal brand, how you build trust with an audience, because people don't buy on Facebook based off of a product. They buy based off of you. So whatever is on your page is what they're going to connect with. It might be beautiful scenery, you know, maybe somebody saw something beautiful in you. You really have to sell. You really have to cultivate yourself. In the Facebook community and algorithm, we talk a lot about algorithm. The Facebook algorithm really favors organic interaction. And what that means is, yes, it's great that we have paid advertising. It's great that we can spend $5 to $10 a day if you're at that level. Maybe some of you are spending $1 a day. You know, it's wonderful that we can put that ad out there and pay for that audience. And we have to protect that money too. We have to understand how to spend that money and how to get the best ROI on it, right? Return on investment for our ads. But the number one thing that I want you guys to take away from this is Facebook is always going to reward the organic interaction that we get on our pages. So the better content, the more value that we can bring into the Facebook community, the more shares we can get. And I'm not just talking about jumping in an engagement pod and putting a little emoji on somebody's stuff, okay? That can actually kill an algorithm, and I'm not anti-engagement pod, guys. But what I want you guys to understand is just going through rapid fire and liking things really quickly and putting little emojis can actually do you more of a disservice if you do it all at the same time. You can actually get put in Facebook jail. A lot of people don't realize that Facebook has a jail. Anybody on the panel been in Facebook jail? I've been in Facebook jail, okay? So that happens when you're not a good steward of the community, and there's all of these guidelines. And I don't expect you guys to memorize them. You know, that's why we have things like the back office training. That's why we have people that go live in the page like myself. And I'm going to be starting an entire ad series that starts on Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That would be 8 Pacific this Friday. I'm going to be going live twice a week. I'll be posting a schedule in the page. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to back it all the way up to the basic. And I'm not talking about a like campaign here, but I'm talking about your personal brand. Because the thing that I want to leave you guys with tonight is being an authentic storyteller. Let's talk about like the Jay Shettys. You know, let's talk about the Gary V's. Being that level of person on Facebook is not just a one and done ad. Okay, I listened to Sean go live in the Real Talk group, And he was talking about it took him 56 or 57, it took him and Melissa 56 or 57 ads. Do you guys have what it takes to put that into the internet? Can you guys put that into the universe? Can you guys hang like that? Because guess what? They were greatly rewarded and now have a community and a following. But it took them 57 tries to get that ad, okay? And Facebook is going to put you in jail. They are going to shut you down. But what I want to leave you guys with, honestly, is two really, really good takeaways. One is be a good steward of the community. Learn the rules. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. If you feel like you're interacting with people and it's not authentic, don't do it. If you feel like you're going in and liking things and sharing things that you wouldn't do in real life, that's a good litmus test. And you guys are like, oh, I thought she was going to drop like all kinds of crazy knowledge. I'm going to put tips every single day. But I wanted to use this 10 minutes. I got 30 seconds left. I wanted to use this 10 minutes to really inspire you guys. And I want you guys to show up for these lives and ask the tough questions, okay? I'm going to give a bunch of knowledge all month. But I got 17 seconds left, and I want to leave you with this. Build trust with your audience. There's a platform called BeLive that I started using about 32 days ago. The metrics inside of BeLive are so lit, guys. BeLive.tv. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. And I'm not getting paid to represent BeLive, but I'm telling you, I reached over 97,000 people in March, and it's because of BeLive platform. It wasn't because of my ad spend. Do things like that can help you organically when you don't have a big ad spend. I'm not rolling in dough over here in Missouri. I'm living in Missouri at a Dunkin' Donuts, okay? Let's keep it real. But what I am doing is I am showing up in my business. I'm trying to inspire others, and I'm playing by the rules of Facebook, okay? Thank you guys so, so much. Love you guys. I'll be putting some tips and dropping it like it's hot in the group.
Woo! Drop it like it's hot. Write the word hot if you thought that was on fire, because that was ridiculous, Kristen. Thank you so much for coming out here. Check this out, guys. If you want to see more of Kristen, write yes in the chat roll right now. I want to see how many people want to see more of Kristen, because guess how awesome this young lady is. By the way, you're younger than me by lots of years, so I'm going to continue to call you that forever. But Kristen has been generous enough to volunteer to do ad review stuff and cover some stuff, some basics, some practical and tactical, because she couldn't get into it tonight. But we're going to have her back on the panel very soon, especially if you guys vote for her to win the belt. Like, she's got to come back next week and try to defend her title. But the thing is, she's going to be dropping all kinds of value. Kristen, when are you going to be in the group? Did you have a set schedule? You're going to just be random?
So I have to kind of piece it, just my schedule's kind of nuts, but I'm going to start this Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8 a.m. Pacific this Friday. And then next week, I'll put my 2 for next week, and then I'll put them in a week at a time. I'm going to do mornings, afternoons, nights, and I'm actually going to do a midnight time slot because I love working late. So I'm just going to try to hit every different demographic in the different continents, and we're just going to try to just have a lot of fun together. And I want to help everybody, but let's just do it together. Let's all get on these lives, and let's all help each other together. There's so much synergy in that. Don't just catch a replay. Try to come and join me if you can. But I'm excited. Thanks, guys, for having me.
I am so excited to have Kristen. Are you excited, guys? Definitely. I could feel the love. Like, everyone's saying, you're awesome. Oh, my God. Like, she gets 10 extra points for being timely. From Jay Lee saying you're on time. Jay Lee's a time Nazi. That's cool. Awesome stuff. Kristen, thank you so much. Let's go back to Mr. Joe Neal. I actually forgot to ask the question. Chadwick Pace posted the question. Joe, you're on point here, dude. The question was, where do you want to be in 10 years? And after you answer that, what was your biggest takeaway from Kristen?
Oh, gosh. Haven't even thought 10 years. I think 5-year increments, and even that's really tough. Shoot. Hopefully in 10 years, I'm living in a nicer house, or I'm traveling over somewhere and just, I don't know, hanging with friends, helping other people. Hopefully I've made millions of other people that are on also digital geniuses by that time, and making more. What was the other question?
What was your biggest number one takeaway from what Kristen just shared?
What I liked the most was building trust with your audience. I think that's fantastic. I definitely agree with that, and just really resonated a lot. So I've been trying to put that into practice as I've been working on, building trust with my audience and trying to connect with them in that way. So yeah.
Right on, dude. Well, thank you. Great answer to that question. And by the way, you have the trump card. If there's anything you ever want to say, just jump out and say it because you are the pick a number panelist tonight. Super
Can I say
exciting.
something really quick about what he said?
You can do anything, Unicorn.
All right, Joe, I'm going to roast you because you're on the panel tonight, so prepare. But I just want to put out there for all other digital geniuses and anybody else watching this right now that hope is a no-no word here. We do not hope. We make that shit happen. Like, if you're going to do that in 10 years, you're doing it in 10 years. You better not hope you're doing it in 10 years. You're doing it, Joe. You rode a bull. You can do anything. Oh, my God, I don't want to hear hope out of your mouth ever again. That's all. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Oh, all I gotta say is hashtag yacht life. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I love that for sure. All right. Old Greg, you doing okay over there, bro? How are you, man? You're just looking around. He's giving me the sideways thumbs. Is that the Vietnamese way of saying stuff like this?
We're doing great over here. The connection's so in and out. We're just trying to follow it. We're doing good right now.
Oh, I'm so excited that you guys are on tonight. I love you guys to death. Stay real. And did you find old Greg yet? Are you looking for him?
Found him.
Found him? Oh, man, take a picture. Send it to me. Anyway, that's awesome. Cool. Well, I'm so glad that you guys are here tonight. That's awesome. All right. So, who in the chat roll has ever had trouble, wanting to know how to, make a picture really cool and awesome and do it fast and efficiently? If you've ever wanted to be able to, make, a thumbnail or, a post for your Instagram really fast, write yes in the chat roll. Because right now, we have somebody that's coming out who has been helping everybody from Sunday to Monday and every day in between then, anything that ends in a day of the Y, which is awesome. That was such a corny joke. But Brittany is here with us tonight. Brittany is what I would call a master on Canva. She has been doing a tremendous amount of work on using this free tool that you can use in your business if you're online at all, or if you just have an Instagram channel that you want to kind of explode. You probably want to listen to Brittany. So Brittany, bring it on, girl.
That was a good intro. Thank you. So yes, I'm going to show you guys how to make quote cards, and I'll tell you what that is in a second. Using Canva, completely free, make it look nice and neat and clean. So quote cards are, if you don't know, basically it's just a picture that you put on social media, and you can put a quote on it that you have or that you love, that you found, or just maybe even jokes if you want to entertain people that way. So the reason why we use quote cards is because it's a very simple way to feed value to your audience, and people, they love to be motivated, inspired, entertained by these fast little pieces of value that they can share. People love to share these things. They just read them really quickly, and it's an awesome way to connect with your audience. So I am going to share my screen and show you exactly how I do mine. And hopefully, let's see. Can you guys see my screen?
You are good.
Okay, good. So you go to canva.com. It's completely free, like Sean said. And you make an account, of course. And then you hit the create a design button over here on the left. I already did that. So it'll open up in a new tab. And I choose the social media because it comes out as a square. So you can use it on Facebook or Instagram. If you do the Facebook one, I don't know why, but it's not completely square. So we will choose the social media one. And for me, the fastest way to get really good quality pictures to use on your quote card is to go to a website called unsplash.com. And then just search anything. You can find some really, really awesome pictures. So what I do is I just type in white because I like my pictures that I use to be very minimalistic. I like mine to be very clean and crisp looking. So I've actually used this plant one before, but you can scroll through here and find any kind of picture that you like if you want to base it off of certain colors and whatnot. And then the next thing I do is I either use quotes that I have from my own videos, or I go and find quotes that align with what my brand is, the message that I have, and what I know is going to connect with my audience. So for me, it's self-empowerment, mindset things, abundance, stuff like that. So I either collect a bunch from different websites, or if you want to go the route of using your own quotes, if you guys are making your own content videos, you can transcribe those videos through a website called rev.com. That's not free, but it's really good if you want to transcribe your video, get all the writing for it, and then just like pick out quotes that you yourself have if you want to really keep it branded to you. But today, we're just going to do this because it's easier to show you. So I'm going to copy this quote. We're going to go back here. And this is exactly, like, I'm probably going to use this myself. Wait, so I put the background in as red. It's always red. Red is one of my main colors. And then I go to uploads underneath the background, and I will choose a photo. So you can do it any way that you like, but this is how I like to do it. So I'm like really perfectionistic when it comes to the sides and the corners and everything. It's probably going to be painful for you to watch. But I just fit it in there just like that. And you can go up here, put different filters on it. They have tons of filters. I just adjust it. I brighten it up a little bit, because I like that really bright, clean, and crisp look. You can hit the crop button, flip it around, whatever you want to do. And then go to the left over here and hit text. This is going to allow you to put the text over your picture. Now with the text, you want to make sure, if you want to run this as a paid engagement post ad on Facebook, you want to make sure the text is 20% or less of the photo itself, because if it's not, then Facebook is going to make it reach less people. It must be something to do with the user experience. They like it to not have a bunch of text on it. And change it to whatever font you choose. So, and then keep the font the same for every single quote card that you have, because you want to keep them consistent with each other. So you want to keep the same font, the same colors, the same kind of theme of the picture. So like I said, mine's always red in the background. They're always nice and crisp. Red, black, white, and green are my colors, same font. And so I'll make this a little bit bigger. I like it to have, like, you know, just so that it looks nice. 2 lines, nice and clean and simple. And then come back to your uploads, grab your logo, make it smaller, and stick it on there. And that's pretty much it, guys. It's really that simple. You just keep on doing that over and over again, and you can switch out different pictures, put pictures of you if you want. You can also do this thing, you click on elements, and you can choose like a square. If you want to just dull the background a little bit, click on like this checkerboard looking thing over to the right here, and that changes the transparency. And then, so you can still see the picture in the background, but it's kind of graying it out a little bit. You can then take the text and let's drag it on top of the box here. Oops. You can position it so that it's in front. I think it already is. But you position it so that it's in front of that transparent box, so that it kind of makes the words pop out more. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys. And one thing to keep in mind for your quote cards is I try to always make mine shareable, and I try to pick something that's really gonna speak to my audience, because the more it gets shared, like the organic reach and everything really does get rewarded, and it's gonna help your page out tremendously. So things that go viral on Facebook or get shared more often, they are inspirational, they entertain people, and they spread awareness. And they also have a sense of serendipity, which is like a self-discovery process, and of identity. So like when they see it, are they going to be able to look at it, discover something, inspire them, and know like this is my tribe just by looking at this simple little quote card. So that's what I have for you guys today. I think I hit everything on my notes. I hope you guys got something out of it, and go make some awesome content and just be authentic and original, and people will love your content, eat it up.
Woo! Brittany, thank you so much, guys. If that was powerful, right? Power in the chat roll. That's cool. I love that. That was super awesome. Thank you so much. Look at that. All the power coming through. One of the questions that did come through, Britt, I just want you to answer those questions really quick. What about logos? Can you do logos on Canva?
Yes, the logo that I had, I actually created on Canva. I bought the little flower blossom for like $10, but you can make your own logo on Canva for sure.
Awesome. And then what about mobile? Does it work on mobile?
It does work on mobile, but it's more difficult. It doesn't give you all the features and settings. And one tip that I do have is if you just want to make your logo, but you don't want to pay the monthly membership thing, you can do a free trial. Or do they have a free trial? I can't remember. But you do the paid version, and then you can download your logo with a transparent background, and then you can just
That's awesome. That's super cool. Thank you so much for sharing that, Britt. That was killer. All right, guys, you're in for a treat now, because now we have the geniuses of the week that are going to be coming out. They're going to share something that's so innovative, so new. If you have any sort of presence and you've been wanting to learn how to, let me rephrase. If you have any sort of presence on like a fan page or something particularly on Facebook, and you want to be able to stream other programs right into your page, like, for example, Train or Die, maybe you wanted to stream this right onto your fan page. If you want to stream Train or Die on your fan page, right, heck yes in the chat roll, because guess what Will and Paige are going to share how to do. They're going to show you how to use some technology. You there? How to share some technology. See, we're having tech trouble all the time. Anyway, on how to stream something live onto your fan page. So Will and Paige Douglas, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Please take it away.
Okay, guys. Well, I kicked Paige out of the way because she's not the techie one out of the two of us. So I'm going to get my nerd hat on here and dive right into it. So I'm going to do this in the quickest possible way right now to show you guys how quickly it can be set up and how quickly we can have Train or Die live on our page. So I am going to share my screen and I am going to dive right into it. So what you need to do, it's really simple, is go to the website streamlabs.com, and you guys can see my screen, yes? Thumbs up? Okay, perfect. So come here and you just need to come and click on the download beta here and just download this program. So I've already done this beforehand, so I am ready to go here. And let me open it up. So what's going to happen is when you download it, it is going to open up and pop up into a login screen eventually once it opens up. Sorry guys, I've got so much stuff open here because I'm a tech nerd and I got so many windows popping, it's not even funny. So hopefully when I actually go to stream this, my feed doesn't absolutely die. But this is what you're going to come to when you install this program onto your computer. It's called Streamlabs OBS, and it's going to... What's great about this program is you can stream on literally any platform that you want to do. You can stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch here, as it says. There's a whole bunch of other ones. There's also another cool piece of software, but I'm not going to go into it tonight because that's when you're streaming on multiple systems. And Sean and Chris and Mel might be able to tell us a little bit about that and the challenges of that. But I'm just going to make it really simple for you guys to stream Train or Die live onto your page. So you're going to hit Facebook because you want to connect to your Facebook and literally just enter in your details. So let me, if I can get my password right, which apparently I don't know my password, so that's an awesome start.
How many people forget their password on Facebook? I'm so guilty of this, right? I do in the chat. Look, Ashley's raising her hand too.
Okay, perfect. So we are in. This says it's importing something. This is because I have another account. Don't worry about this. You're not going to see this. So this is going to bring you to your editor page once you've logged into Facebook. And this is essentially your canvas, just like what Brittany showed us in Canva, of what you are going to stream. So you can see on the bottom left here where it says scene. So they call this big black screen a scene. And all we want to do is be able to show essentially our Zoom program, which has the trainer diet on it, and put it to our page. So it's really simple. You come over to sources, you hit the plus button, and then you want to go into here. There's so many things here, and guys, I can play with this for hours personally, but there's so many things that you can do with this. I'm going to show you some other things which are kind of neat. Something that you can maybe put your own spin on trainer diet a little bit too while it's going, but it's a lot of fun. So you just want window capture, and you want to call this whatever you like. I am going to call it train or die. Add new source, and then I need to go and find the actual window. Because I am grabbing a window, I'm literally grabbing either, if I wanted to stream, say, something from my Google Chrome, I select Google Chrome as my window, because, oh, that's awesome.
Did it freeze on you?
Yeah, it froze on me.
Oh,
Totally froze.
rats.
And that's my computer, but I am going to come right back. Okay, I'm going to jump on over here. Okay, I'm going to disappear. You might have to pull me up again, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's go to pick a number panelist time. Hold on, let me grab the share screen away really quick. How would I do that? Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I just had to share the screen and get it back to. All right, I think nope, we still got his screen up. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna actually. I don't know what he's doing here. If I remove him, Chris, where's my tech guy at, man?
No, I'm working on it. I was gonna see if I could remote in and then like unshare it on his side, but I can't do that.
Yeah, I tried to do it too, but maybe I can do it from the master computer. Give me just 2 seconds here, guys. Let's see if this will do
Go
that.
to the master mainframe, Sean.
Master mainframe.
Just change the converter real quick.
Convert. Oh, I did it! Yeah, look at that! Woo! Believe that! I was on the. I had to check the rotor girder specs on the flux capacitor. I got it though. We're all done. So check. All right, let's play pick a number panelist. Aaron. Horns up, bow down. You're up next. You're asking Joe a question. What is your question?
Goodness, you caught me off guard now. Okay, I gotta think of something better than my last one now. That was like the best I got, Sean. Oh my goodness. What has been your favorite thing about starting your online business so far?
The personal growth. For sure. I know, from first week going through the initial training, just the soul searching, learning more about myself, it's been fantastic. I actually didn't expect that, but it's been eye-opening. I know everybody around me seen it too. I've actually gained a lot of confidence as a result, so it's been awesome.
That's awesome. I see you wrote the word jellyfish. Aaron, did you actually get your jellyfish? I remember you were trying to get a jellyfish. Have you got it yet?
I had 3 jellyfish for 5 days. Turns out I am really bad. Anything, you can ask Cheyenne, she lived with me for like 8 months. I killed all the plants. I didn't know what I was doing with these jellyfish. They didn't last long. I feel so bad. But I had them, they were there, and someone asked if that was a squid or not. That's actually a jellyfish. My friend painted that in her reference for the jellyfish that, didn't make it RIP. No, I'm just kidding. She painted that for me a long time ago. But I did have jellyfish for a minute, and how do you kill jellyfish? Apparently, whenever you feed them every single day, you have to immediately clean up any remaining food that is left over on the bottom, or else it builds up ammonia immediately, and then they die. And I didn't know that, and I tested the water every single day. Ammonia levels were fine. I sound like a freaking chemistry nerd right now, but ammonia levels are fine, and then all of a sudden they were not very quickly, and there was no reversing that. So
Well, hey,
always
you learned something, right? I mean, like, you learned something. That's what counts. That's critical. That's good. Awesome job. All right, we are gonna move right along. Mr. Rids, give me a thumbs up if you're ready, man. You, as an alternate, this is what we do. We always have an alternate, a backup plan. So tonight, we're going to have Mr. Rids Richardson jump in, and he's going to share a little bit more about the messenger hustle. If you're out there and you're trying to be like, hey, how do I communicate with my prospects? Maybe they want to buy something from me, but I got to get into a communication method with them. Like, how do I be most effective? Well, Rids is going to come out and share a little bit about how to make it happen, Captain. So, Rids, the mic is yours, G.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm super pumped to be on the panel again. So I just want to hit you with a quick background. I struggled with talking to people. Sean, I don't know if you remember, you pulled me out for more info madness on episode 100. And Sean gave me some fire tips. And then since then, Vic Choi, shout out Vic Choi, he did a messenger hustle that has really helped me work on chatting with people because, like Kristen said, we're not selling the products, we're selling ourselves. People want to buy you, they don't want to buy things. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we're going to jump into a conversation I had with a lead.
While he's doing that, Will, just say, Will, we're going to come back to you in just 1 second after Rids finishes.
Okay, so I'm just going to move some stuff out of the way here. All right, so my ad, just to give you a background about how I'm talking to people because I keep everything congruent, is I have a Rubik's Cube, and while I'm talking about affiliate marketing and the platform DGL, which I lever to grow my business, I solve a Rubik's Cube. Okay, so I jump into the video, and I basically say, like, hi, my name's Rids, you don't care what my name is, I'm going to solve this cube and tell you some cool stuff. And then you get comments and you message people back, right? So when you're talking to people, there's a couple things you want to do. You want to build trust, which is the relationship. Ask questions, which was Sean's fire thing that he told me on episode 100. Ask questions, and that way you're in control of the conversation. You guys are the ones with the opportunity. You want to be in control of the conversation. The second you let them start plugging you with tons of questions, you lose control, and therefore they can lose interest and dip. And then you want to provide an education about, like after you build the relationship, you provide education about what you do and how you do it. And then urgency, you want people to watch the webinar and get back to you, and that's usually the biggest struggle. So I have a little conversation I want to show you guys here. This is Ashley. Ashley hit me up in February. I'm actually still chatting with her, so sometimes people aren't going to join you immediately. It's going to take a little bit of time. So it's in the follow-up, you guys. You got to be following up with the people that are hitting you up. Because people, everybody's busy. So just take your time with it and reach back to people. They actually really appreciate it. So yeah, I asked for them to comment what's good on my post. So here I am, Ashley, what's good? She said, what's good? So your video was definitely better than the rest. Intrigued me. I want to hear more info. So now I'm going to build a relationship, right? I want to get to know Ashley before I drop any information. So I tell her I'd love to share my knowledge. Before we get there, tell me about you. Why did you reach out for me? Are you looking for a career, a side hustle? Like, what's the reason for commenting on my post, right? I tell my story about why I'm in Digital Genius Labs now in my video. That's why I say, you heard my story. What's yours? She gives me a little bit of background, has 2 beautiful children, ready to find something that's going to be a little better than what she's doing already. So I relate to what she says. Like, word, I used to be in the service industry. She said she was a waitress. I've done waiter stuff. I still live off tips as a bartender, so I know what that life is like. So I relate to her about it, and we work our way down. And then I'm like, filling your boss's pockets with the real money isn't the greatest thing, right? We want to put that in our own pockets. She said relates to me as well. Yeah, I've been there. Worked at the same place for 13 years, which is crazy. Has loyal customers. But 30 is approaching and she needs more. So that was me too. I'll be 29 in April. 30 was getting close, still running day jobs. So I relate again, yeah, that's fair. And I mentioned affiliate marketing in my video. So my next question, after I built a little bit of a relationship here, I asked if she'd heard about it before. She says she usually scrolls by the videos, just because they don't grab her attention. That's why you guys are headline, and the first 3 seconds of your video are extremely important for grabbing attention. That's why I did the Rubik's Cube. People watching me solve the cube kept their attention while I had a conversation. So yeah, she was hesitant, still hesitant, but I seemed more down to earth because I wasn't really trying to sell anything. I just told them like, yo, this is what I'm doing, and I'd like to show you. So props on your marketing, which is cool. Thank you. So yeah, thanks. It was skill I had to learn for sure. I'm in marketing, specifically affiliate marketing. Do you know much about it? She said she didn't, but likes to work and make money. I was like, okay, word. So I'll explain a bit about it. So now you don't want to be typing stuff out constantly, like it gets tedious. So down here at the corner on the right on your page, you have saved replies. So you can already type some stuff out to drop on them. So I got a few that I use, depending on where the conversation goes. So for this one, this is my affiliate marketing one. Usually I give them a heads up that I'm going to copy paste them something. Otherwise it kind of looks robotic and people think you're a robot and they dip. So I explain affiliate marketing. I basically represent a product or service. I leverage social media to drive traffic to the product or service. And when I make a sale of the product or service, I collect commission. When most people do affiliate stuff, they do low ticket items and they have to sell tons a month to make any kind of decent sized commission, where I specialize high ticket. I only have to sell a couple of months to sustain myself. Does that make sense? So ending with a question again, right? I want to hear her reply. How do you know what product or service? So many questions, but sounds awesome. I need the how and the what. So this is where I jump in. I don't want to give away too much information right away because DGL is designed to do that for us. So there's a ton of options for companies to get affiliated with. So if you guys don't know, like Amazon, GoPro, Walmart, they all have an affiliate program. Then I jump into the platform, Digital Genius Lab. I use a platform, the one I mentioned in my video, because right at the end of my video, I say, yo, I use this platform. I'd love to show you about it. It automates the techie stuff so I can have freedom in my life, as well as helps me teach others how to grow and do their own business. Inside that platform, there's exclusive offers to get started. So she was going to ask if she did be techie, and please explain the platform you speak of. So this is where you would drive to the webinar. So shout out Cheyenne and Aaron. You guys killed the millennial funnel. That's the one I use, and it's been awesome. So thank you so much. So I'm gonna one up you. Check this out. It'll explain everything, and then I drop the funnel. Plus I can't type as fast as you can watch. Right? Make a little joke, get a little bit of humor. Okay, perfect. It's 30 minutes. I'll reach back to an hour. Does that work? Because I want to hear back from them right away. I want to kind of create a sense of urgency. Thanks for taking the time to chat. It might be a bit before I can watch. She's got toddlers. I was like, no worries. Maybe I'll reach back to you when the little ones are snoozing. She said, check back 8:45-ish. Okay, perfect. Thank you. It's been awesome. I'll chat with you later. Happy Sunday. And then I wanted to find out what time zone she's in. I'm Pacific time zone. So she's Georgia. That would be Eastern. This is the one thing that's really been working for me. I send them a video. So at the end, if you guys have an iPhone, and unfortunately this only works for iPhones, I have like 3 phones. I go through phones like a madman. But the iPhone I have here, I use just to send a video. So I'll play this for you guys real quick.
Hey, Ashley, just want to send you a quick video to let you know you're actually talking to me. Here's our conversation. So yeah, I can reach back to you 8:45. Looks like you are in Eastern time and I'm Pacific. You're 3 hours ahead of me, so that's perfect. I'll reach back to you soon.
So then that shows I'm real. You'd be surprised. There's been people I've talked to for almost a month and hadn't sent them a video, and then I fire them a quick video, and they're like, "Holy crap, you're real!" Because people think that we're not real people. They think we're a robot, and a lot of these businesses, like the e-commerce stuff and stuff that I looked into before I found Digital Genius Lab, it was all automation. I was never talking to a real person. The reason I joined Digital Genius Lab is I had a video call with Brandon Liu, and I was like, "Holy, he's real." Here we go. And here I am a year later, right? So my pleasure. She appreciated the fact that I dropped her video. She didn't mean to drop me the thumbs up, charging her phone. I was like, that's fine, you're winning. I'm looking forward to your thoughts on the video. We'll chat soon. She gives me the time, sounds good. So then I follow up right around that time. So 3 hours ahead would be 9:17 p.m. She said 9:15. She hit me back, and then started hitting me with a ton of questions. But this is the main message or hustle, you guys. It is building trusted relationship, asking questions while you answer theirs and get to know them, educating them, which is the affiliate marketing. This is what I do. Here's the platform, and then the urgency. When can you get back to me? And then following up. If, say, I hadn't followed up with her the 3 hours later, I probably wouldn't still be talking to her. She hit me with a ton more questions, and I was honest as I could be about everything. and it looks like she will be joining us quite soon. So that is what I have for Messenger Hustle for you guys. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on my Rigid Evolution page or add me as a friend, and I'm happy to help and coach anybody because the whole reason I'm here is my coaches and you guys and this community. Back to you, Sean.
Woo, Rids, that was on fire, bro. Yeah. A couple of things I wanted to add to that, guy. I think are really, really, really important. Number one, be a human. Have a conversation with another human. That was, if you notice, that whole conversation was human to human interaction. It wasn't, blah, I'm throwing up on you. This is my offer. You better buy something now. It's not that. No, it's like, hey, how you doing today? Like, what's going on in your life, right? The second thing that I think is a clue that's really important, when she said, hey, you seem different than the rest in some form or fashion. She said that to him. When people tell you that or something around that, that means your video is authentic and real. So that should give you a thumbs up, point you in the right direction, a little cue or a clue that knows that you're going in the right way, and being real, authentic, and genuine and honest, that's the way that you're going to win the game. So, Rids, dude, thank you so much for that. If that was fire, guys, write fire in the chat roll. That is awesome. Looks like we got Will back online. Hopefully he's all sorted out. So, Will, you're going to have to walk us back through one step at a time, bro. Back to you, man.
Okay, no problem. That's my fault. So you're probably thinking now, why is Will at a different angle? Well, that's because I got two different cameras that I run, and the one that just crashed my whole system is the one that is now off, so that shouldn't happen again. I meant to switch it before I started, but however, here we are again. So let me share my screen again real quick, and we will do this properly this time, hopefully. So let me cancel and close. Can you guys see my screen again?
Yes, there's little hands all over it.
Yeah, I see that. It's kind of weird. Okay, hopefully this doesn't happen again. Okay, let me bring this up. Okay, so Streamlabs. Download this program. One very important piece of information that I forgot to tell you at the start. This is free. It's all free. So you guys don't have to worry about spending any money on anything. So download this program. We'll go through. I'll open it up again. You log in. So we got to this screen. This is as far as we got. So back to our blank canvas, we have our blank scene. We want to add our source, which is train or die, which is a zoom. So we go to window capture. Select window capture, add source. We're just going to name it. This is where we got to last time before I disappeared. So I'm just going to call it train or die, call add new source. So we're in a zoom. Don't worry if this looks a bit scary. I've just got lots of tabs open again. But you're looking for the zoom one, which, because I'm over here, because I got my screen shared is why. Nope. Of course that would happen. Okay, bear with me for 1 second. I wasn't expecting this because I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah, dude, this stuff is intense, right? Like, we've been working on the live stream share for a while. It's a challenge, so.
It is a challenge. But anyway, so what happens right here is when I select that is because I'm sharing my screen, you guys are only seeing my controls right now. But what happens is think of that box in the middle is going to have all of our faces. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stream live to our page right now so you guys can go and see it right away and to see what it looks like. But what's going to happen is it's not going to pop up with the video and it's not going to be the perfect size like everybody wants it to. We have to go in and resize things and move things around. So all you're going to need to do is go in here and resize this box so it fills up the big black square. So when that happens, you're going to have our faces on there and our zoom is going to be there and, you know, train or die is going to be live. And once you resize that, all you need to do is hit go live. And when you hit go live, you select where you want to go live. So we have a couple pages because that's another story. So we want to go to Will and Paige Douglas, our main page. And this is where we can go and add in all our titles and our descriptions. So I've got a little bit of copy here that I put in before. So I'm going to just title it Train or Die show. Let's go. And then in the description, I'm just going to put in a glimpse into our online community. Oh, if I could spell community. Wow, I'm a terrible speller. And a slow typer too. Weekly value drops. Because as everybody knows here, I'm brutal. As everybody knows here, the Trainer Die Show is just one of the resources that we all use here to really explore our businesses. So the fact that we can now use Trainer Die as a way to bring people in and just give them just a little glimpse of what we have going on here, you know, it's just so powerful. So like I said at the start, this is a free program. And with all free programs, it does generally come with a little bit of a workaround that you have to work on because they're not perfect. So here, because this Streamlabs platform is set up for gamers, people who like to stream games, it wants you to select a game. And I've been in contact with Streamlabs and there's no way around this part. So what I do for now is there's apparently a game out there called Zoom, whatever it's called, which is cool. So I select Zoom. So here we are done. I'm going to drop a link quick because if people want to do this, because I want people to see the end product. So if you guys can, I'm going to drop it in and put it in the Zoom chat for everybody. Just go to our page. So bring up the chat, paste. So if you guys go to our page and see how quickly this works. So this is all done. So I have my game in there. You have to do that before you go live. So I hit confirm and go live. I'm going to stop my share quickly so people can actually see the end product on the other side. Hopefully. Ready?
I was gonna shout you out, Will. I've actually used Streamlabs to stream like Twitch TV and stuff, and I never thought about incorporating it into my biz page. So that is some fire stuff, dude.
So if you guys go to our page right now, the link is there. You can see that I have resized our Zoom. Everything shows up. I have shut off. Let me close the chat there so it doesn't pop up. So you guys can see that. But what's also really cool about this Streamlabs, so I'm going to share my screen again really quick. But what's really neat, coming up, is, so you guys might see where it's paused there. So on the right hand side, there's actually a chat box. This chat box is your Facebook page chat. You can so watch. So there's Jay Lee watching. Woo, you're live. Juana, that's fantastic. I love it. So you can control your whole life from this page. You can watch the stream. You can watch your Trainer Die so you don't miss it, and you can manage all the comments on the right hand side, which is pretty awesome. There was one more thing I wanted to add, and it's totally slipped out of my mind. But that's pretty much it. If you do it that quick, you can be set up that quickly to be on there. So now I'm getting some stuff coming through, but I don't know. It's pretty simple. It can get super technical. Like I said, there's all kinds of different widgets you can add. I can throw up all these different things onto the screen here to kind of make it our own. I mean, I can have a chat box that's actually on the video itself. I mean, there's so many things that you can do to personalize this. The Ridge obviously has a little bit of knowledge on this, but you know, if there's any questions, you know, reach out to us, and you know, I'm more than happy to answer them.
You'll be hearing from me, man. 100%. 100%.
So I tested this 2 or 3 times. Obviously, I wasn't prepared for the screen share thing to throw a loop at me. But so as presenters, this is going to be a little bit more up. If you're on the panel, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to do. One thing that I do want to share with you, if you guys can see my screen still, is you can see my mic and my volume here. It's bouncing up and down because I'm talking. So if you're on the panel and you do this, you can do it no problem. But every time you mute yourself on the Zoom, you're gonna maybe want to come in here and just mute this as well, because this is capturing everything that's on your screen and everything that's essentially happening in the room that you're in. So if you start talking, even though you're muted on Zoom, you're not actually going to be muted to the stream that you're putting to your live page, to your page live. So yeah, that's just a quick little tip. But yeah, I could go into so much more depth in this. I wanted to kind of make this really simple for you guys today, where you can just really implement it in 5 minutes. It's literally download a program, log into Facebook through the program, you know, do your canvas however you want it. So remember, it's window capture. To create your screen, you're just grabbing your window that Train or Die is on, and once you've got that on there and shaped, you hit go live, and you guys are done. So that's it, guys, before I freeze out and disappear again.
Way to go, Will, dude. Thank you for battling through all those challenges. That was awesome. I loved it. I was so pumped. We're going to go over now to Mr. Co-host, Mr. Chris Baden, Mr. The Idea Guy. He's just dropped the poll for everybody to vote. Guys, it is time for you to vote for your favorite piece of content tonight. Who do you believe was the person that deserves the golden digital belt, who gets to win the title and come back next week to defend their title for the most valuable piece of content? Please go ahead and post your wins now, so that we can see that. And we're going to go to the panel, and we're going to start with Mr. Joe Neal. Joe, who was your favorite and why? And then pass the mic to the next guy.
All right, so it was really tough because I really like what Kristen had to say, but I'm going to have to go with Will and Paige, just because I think that's fantastic. I've mentioned it a couple weeks ago, and I really like the idea of being able to share Train or Die on your page. So hopefully I can maybe work that in sometime soon. But yeah, that's why. And I'm going to go to Rids.
So I was zoned out for a second. I was messing with my cube again. We're voting, right? Voting for the golden belt? All right, so my vote has to go to Kristen. That was some fire value and just being so real with everybody here. That really resonates with me. I'm the same way. I try to provide as much value to people as possible and be as real as possible. So my vote is Kristen. I'm going to pick the unicorn, Aaron McCusker.
Oh, this is really hard, okay? I had like all my favorite people talk tonight. Can I pick Joe? Like, can Joe be... Joe is got to be tied with Kristen for me, because I have never thought in the perspective of like, what can I do for Facebook? I'm always like, oh, what can I do for the people who follow me? What can I do for that? Like, Facebook's the platform we're advertising on. So like, what can I do for Facebook? Like, how can I bring value to the people who are using Facebook, which in turn obviously is doing something for Facebook, but I just never really thought of it in that way. So it was a really cool different perspective, because I'm totally one of those people who are like, I spend like $5 a day on Facebook, like don't flag me. Like, so that's totally me. Every single time I get an ad account disabled, that's me. I'm just like, how dare you? But I'm nobody. So it was really eye-opening. But Will and Paige, have you guys gone yet? No? Go ahead.
So we are going to choose Kristen as well. The attitude of, you know, what can you do for Facebook? You're so right with that. Paige mentioned earlier, we struggled with Facebook back April, May. They just didn't like us. They hated on us. But because we weren't in that mindset, what can we do to Facebook, or what can we bring for Facebook? So after that, we started a new page. We started all over again, and with the help of our awesome mentors, Sean and Mel, they get us really implementing value and dropping value to Facebook. And, you know, we were posting a ton.
We were posting 5-6 times a day.
But you have to remember, you know,
right?
Facebook is they want you to be content creators, and they want you to drop value. And, you know, we did that solidly, you know, 5 posts for like 4 or 5 months. We've dropped off a little bit now. We've not quite got as many, but, you know, what that did for our reach through our ads, we spent $5 in an ad, we reached 600 people on a conversion ad. You know, so numbers like that are huge. I mean, before we were numbers between 150, 200. So, you know, it really does show that Facebook, you know, when you drop that value content, they are watching you. You know, they know exactly what you're up to.
Yeah.
So, Kristen, what you brought was powerful, and everyone needs to know how super important that is. So.
And I'm super excited for your segments to come in the future here. Like I'm looking forward to them. Like I can't wait for this next one already. So thank you very much.
And we will go to Brittany.
I have to pick you, Will, and Paige, because that was the thing that I was thinking of implementing next in my business. So that is super practical for me to be able to go and do, and I'm super, super excited to start sharing Trainer Die on my page. Next is Shane.
Hey guys, what's up? So we have a Trainer Die chat, and before the show even got started, I voted for Will and Paige because I was so excited about the content piece. So I'm still voting for Will and Paige because it's super cool. That's super cool that we can live stream all these different things and show people what the heck we're doing. You know, being able to undo the curtain a little bit every once in a while and show people like, hey, we're real people. We do trainings. I'm super excited to put this on my page. Like once a quarter, once a month. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but super excited for that. So thanks for, again, and like you had to work through all those tech difficulties. Like I would have been stressed. I would have been like, oh God, I can't do it. Sean, let me do this next week. Like, holy guacamole, you're sweating. Is that what you said? So I'm super proud of you for working through all of that stuff. I would have totally freaked out. You're awesome. So thanks for sharing that. And, Kristen.
Right. So Ritz and I work really closely together. He was one of the first people I met in the community. So I'm obviously a little bit biased because I've messenger hustled with that man so many nights. We've been on Zooms trying to figure shit out. Sorry. We've been trying to figure stuff out, and he's worked so closely with me, and we've helped each other with retargeting. So I'm really closely connected to his messenger hustle, and I think it's so important, guys. I was in a low ticket opportunity. I was actually in two, but before this, and low ticket, high ticket, there's no, like, don't even dabble in that, guys. But like I realized that the messenger hustle is like essential to getting a great quality lead. And so I really appreciate Ritz just like sharing his screen and being like, this is exactly what I say. Like there's no BS there. Like he didn't just type up something and here's, he's like, nope, this is what I do. Dropped it like it's hot. Loved it. Chris, who you picking, man?
Thank you. Right on. Yes. Tonight was a fun night. Red's jumping in, filling in, just like Kristen, you're saying, showing the screen, which is really cool. Will battling tech on the spot, paving the way for us. Brittany with Canva. That one's huge. Like, man, I've used so many different programs for that kind of stuff, and just having a good one and knowing how to do it is huge. And Kristen, a huge part of ads is just knowing the psychology of Facebook. It's understanding like I don't know, like, you're hanging out at the lunch table and like knowing what school you're at and like what everyone's talking about and how it works. So, and then you get to some of the technical stuff. Oh, that's awesome. My vote goes to Cheyenne tonight. With the she's like, what? With the coaching, piece, that one hit me. That one thing that stood out to me recently was even the greats have coaches. Like Tony Robbins has a coach. Russell Brunson has a coach. They just pay a lot more for coaches than we all do. But that's how it goes. So that really stood out to me. I was like, like that's interesting. And so the point that you're making, I think, is really important. And that one stood out to me. So I vote for you. But the man of the hour, Sean Malone, has yet to vote. And what is his answer?
Well, I'm gonna straight throw down, like, it was super close for me. It was between Cheyenne and Kristen. My vote is actually going to go to Kristen. Kristen, it was such a pleasure having you out tonight. I think the big value that you can take away is like understand Facebook is the playground that we play on right now. It's the sandbox, and so you got to play nice with the other kids in the sandbox and treat the sandbox with respect. And at the end of the day, everything happens. But so before we reveal the answer to this, the panelists chose Kristen as the champ tonight. We're gonna see if the audience matches what the panelists. Okay, he already shared it. Okay, because I had one other big announcement that I wanted Chris to make, and I was hoping he was gonna catch it. But it's something called Digital Genius Radio. Chris, come on, dude, where you at?
Yes, if anyone, type podcast in the chat for all my podcast lovers out there. Podcast. All right, we got some podcast lovers out there. That's good. Well, DGL now has a podcast, and it's called Digital Genius Radio. So it is in approval process right now for Google Play, for Spotify, for iTunes.
That's such a curveball.
You know what we can do for fun? This would be fun for everybody. If we give me enough time here, I'm gonna find the cover photo. You guys can see that together.
While he's looking for that, I'm gonna actually just say, Kristen, congratulations for winning your first ever digital golden belt. That moves you into the Master Digital Genius category. You are truly a Master Certified Digital Genius as of today. Welcome to the club. I'm so pleased to have you. And can't wait to hear a whole bunch more from you. I know I've already learned a ton from you just today and the last time we had a chance to talk. Super grateful for that. But Chris, back to you. Pull that thing up, man.
Yeah, I'll share screen here. Can you guys see it okay?
Yeah!
Look at that.
There's the Digital Genius Radio thumbnail. So you'll see that on iTunes and Google Play, Spotify. It's going to be on Stitcher. It's going to type Stitcher in the chat. Do we have anyone that uses Stitcher? I'm really curious. I just started looking into that one. I've heard of it. But can we scroll down? Stitcher in the chat. Yeah. Paul says yes. Anyone else use okay, Cheyenne. Most people are like, what is that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't I've just heard it, but I've never really looked into it. I will say, if anyone has been frustrated with the Apple Podcast app because it's slow, because it's like annoying, Stitcher, I do have an older phone, iPhone 6. Things like the little engine that could or whatever, still going strong. So I don't know if it's my phone or the app, but I do know that Stitcher has been working a lot better on my phone. It's a free app, and you can, I think there's a paid version, but there's a free version, and you can download episodes. So it might be easier to listen to. It's going to be everywhere. Go to the place you want, listen to it. There's going to be some good stuff on there.
Yes, awesome, exciting, and guys, we have a podcast now. That means, guess what? Higher quality buyers, and everybody is going to be able to use the podcast. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to share the podcast with all of your leads. Why? Because when they listen to the podcast and then they go buy something from us, guess whose buyer it's going to be? Yours, right? So get them as a lead first, send them to the podcast, let them absorb all the content that we're going to drop. Here's what's going to be on the podcast, just so you guys have a little bit of an idea what's going to be coming down the pipe here. All of the segments from Train or Die are going to be repurposed into our podcast so everybody can learn some amazing, awesome stuff. And yes, it's going to work for you. It's going to work for me. It's going to work for everybody else. And it's just going to blow up the community. I'm super excited about it. So the podcast, March Madness, has begun. This was the first big step that we kicked off really hardcore. So get ready. Guys, we're just going to keep dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. But here's the game. Kristen is tonight, this evening, I'm so glad, I'm grateful to crown her as a new Master Digital Certified Digital Genius. She gets to end the show tonight. So Kristen, please go ahead, say some good words, and take this puppy home.
Oh, I didn't remember this portion. I was just focused on keeping it under 10 minutes. Guys, I did, by the way. I only went over by 23 seconds. So I want that to be known. That is a gold standard for the future. Okay, you got to be valuable but yet concise. But valuable but yet concise. Think about that in your content as well. It's not about those story ads anymore, yo. Be concise. Be meaningful. People do not have a lot of time. Millennials don't have any attention span. All right. So I am known, and my team put it in the chat. I am known for dropping some audios that are of great length. Okay, I communicate via audio. However, Prince is like, yes. However, I have learned recently by studying my own lives and the metrics that BeLive gives me, I've learned that it is best to keep it brief. 5 minutes is more than enough for most topics because people are not listening unless they're just hanging out with you and a member of a community like this, like we are tonight, and like having a fellowship, take the church. They are not hanging on to your lives. So I love church. I'm not trying to say don't go to church, but what I am trying to say is be concise and meaningful because people's time is super valuable, including yours. Spend your time on income producing activities. Break your time out. Buy a planner and let's get lit with these ads. We're starting on Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That would be 8 Pacific. Catch the replay. I would love you guys to come hang with me, and we're going to talk. We're really going to break it down from the psychological perspective all the way through placement over the next 25 days. So I can't wait. Thank you guys. I'm very honored and grateful to be part of the community. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, guys. We will be back same time, same channel next week. Thank you in Internet Land for playing along with us. We had over 50 people watching on Twitch alone. And we had a whole bunch here tonight with us live and YouTube and Facebook and all the other places. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.